Statistics are a funny thing, at least I think so now. In the past, I treated them as a means to an end. I actually have used statistics for understanding multiple data sets throughout my life. When in college, I applied statistical analysis throughout multiple fields of study, including math and science, to arrive at an understanding of a particular subset of data. During my vocational experience as the Vice President of Marketing for a manufacturing firm, I use statistics when evaluating trends of new and existing marketing campaigns. However, never before had I grasped such a clear understanding of the use of statistics until we were told, autism. Your son is diagnosed with autism. Instantly, a statistic meant something to me. No longer was I using statistics to understand a pattern or a trend or to glean a better understanding of a data set. In a moment that seemed like a blink of an eye, but in reality was at the end of a 4-hour-long, emotionally draining pediatric evaluation, I saw my son become a statistic. I was now the father of the one. My wife was the mother of the one. We had become the parents of the one. When we received the diagnosis, statistics indicated that 1 in 144 kids were diagnosed with ASD, or Autism Spectrum Disorder. In the past 5 years since that event, we have seen the CDC autism prevalence number change twice. First, to 1 in 88, and most recently in 2014 to 1 in 68. For boys, that number is actually 1 in 42. What's funny about statistics is that once you're classified as the one, statistics are no longer a way to understand the data. You are the data. It just became real. So what's it like to be the parent of the one? Simply, we don't have enough time for me to use all of the adjectives that would describe how a person feels. Although, terrifyingly rewarding would be one way to put it. There is not a day that goes by that I am not a father that feels like I am living in a strange alter reality where the normal things have been overturned, but are somehow coupled with extreme pride when he masters something that has taken years of patience and practice. One such event occurred recently when after 5 years, yes, seriously 5 years of intense therapy focused upon his ability to imitate others, finally paid off. My son, at the age of 8, finally performed the actions to teddy bear without hand-over-hand physical prompting. Being the parent of the one is both gratifying and discouraging. It is terribly difficult to watch or to even think about. Your child being made fun of, being shunned at the playground, being the recipient of the looks and the stares, witnessing the outbursts and self-injurious behavior, and even being on the receiving end of aggressive behavior. However, I would take all of that in a heartbeat if I could just do one thing for my son. If I could only understand what he was thinking and feeling, I would gladly take on the rest. The inability for him to communicate his simplest thought or feeling is the most difficult thing to handle. That is what being the parent of the one means to me. That is what autism has stolen from me. That is what I work diligently to change and what drives the decisions of both my wife and myself when deciding the next course of therapy for our child. I pray for the day that I will be able to understand if that laugh signifies joy or pain. I desire to be told that his tummy aches or his head hurts or simply, nothing is wrong, quit asking. I long for the moment when he can tell me if it bothers him when he hears people talking about him as if he doesn't exist. You see, I can compensate for when kids no longer play with him at school because the newness is worn off and his behaviors have labeled him as the weird kid. I can find ways to fill the gap that exists when he doesn't get asked to birthday parties or sleepovers. I can't overcome any of it if I am left to guess at what his actual reactions to and feelings are in any given situation. Would I change being the parent of the one? Not at all. However, I will assure you that I will work tirelessly at cracking the code to our biggest challenge. It will not happen immediately, and might not happen at all. However, to me, autism stole the ability for me to truly understand my son, and I want to steal that ability back. Statistics are a funny thing when you become the one. However, one must never allow that knowledge to define one's response.